All right, peace and blessings, everybody. It's your brother Sorry back with yet another one. Always to start it off, we always got to give reverence to the ancestors, those that came before us, those that kind of blazed the trails that we kind of trodden on right now. That goes for the young as well as the old. Um, always got to give a shout out to the true and living. Who is the true and living? If you've been watching any of these videos, any of these numerous series, because you can't kind of grasp what I'm talking about in one video, so you will have to kind of probably potentially binge some of this stuff, but you'll eventually start to see the general theme of it all. But if you've been kind of trying to make sense of this, the purpose behind why we even do any of this is to kind of bridge the gap between your inner being and the mortal man or woman that's having the physical experience and everything like that. We often refer to certain things as the language of situations and everything like that. The meaning exercise. We talk about how your environment communicates with you and everything like that. And this is your field talking to you. So it's your higher unfiltered aspect communicating with you. You see what I'm saying? Just like how your intuition or your first mind, as it's called, is usually not even usually, always the right answer and everything like that. It's something akin to that. So that is the premise behind the book, True Master. The person watching this video is the true master, your inner being and everything like that. So that's what we're kind of doing. And with all that being said, if you kind of been following any of these videos trying to get into that mind frame, then you must be the true and living. So peace and blessings to you. Today we're going to do another installment of Ether Demonstrated. You see what I'm saying? Um, this whole series, amidst several other series playlists. However, this series we often do waking dream interpretations. Now that is the shorthand for, let's say, like something that comes out of the experiential that we've talked about before, the meaning exercise and everything like that. Um, the difference is ideally you get the most information when you do it in real time. Um, because that's where the most of the information comes out and everything like that, the most authentic information. But we're doing it kind of in a narrative form. That's how you get the dream interpretation. The farther you get away from the moment of the present, then that's when the story forms. So we're gonna do a waking dream interpretation. Now this is coming from a close friend of mine. Just to kind of preface it, this individual is a member of multiple esoteric, brotherhoods and things of that nature, or what have you. I only say that because of um, the nature of the interpretation, so you can kind of see what it's actually speaking about. Now, this is what this is. This is going to come from an experience when this individual was younger, was a child. You see what I'm saying? Let's see here. So with this, as with, let's say, astrology, or astrology is a observational form of divination as well. So with astrology, you have situations where you can go back to any particular time in a person's life, any day, any moment, whatever case may be, and you can kind of investigate what may be going on in that person's life at that particular time. So that's another interesting thing about astrology. What I've also come to understand is a lot of times you'll have terminology, what I'm saying, that comes out of, let's say, like the alchemical language or what have you, and it'll be kind of mixed in with the astrological language, because in a lot of cases you have people working the Kabbalistic tree, and there'll be astrological associations on the Kabbalistic tree that correspond with other things or what have you. But astrology, truthfully, is a science all to itself. You can map it on a Kabbalistic tree for correspondence sake, but you must do astrology on a chart, on an astrology chart. And when you start talking about things like water sign, fire sign, and all that stuff like that, or what have you. That does exist in astrology or whatever, but that's more of an alchemical language. When a person is really talking about astrology, they're talking about degrees, because degrees and minutes. That's how, because that's how you arrive at aspects and things of that nature when you really get into what that really is. So it's a, it's a difference. So let's see here. One second. I know I'm rambling on. Yeah, I hope y'all don't mind. Let's see here. What's that? Okay, so like we always say, in an attempt to hold down this section of the internet, we can't control what's on the internet at large. We can only hold down our particular section. You know what I mean? So, in an attempt to hold down this section of the internet, I present to you, the latest issue of Ether Demonstrated. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do this one about the 1,000 piece puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all excuse my mudras when I be talking. I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing that intentionally or whatever case may be. We got a whole video on mudras. You can't digest all this stuff in one video. So, you know what I'm saying? If anybody familiar with, if anybody remember the album cover, Urban Legend, you know what I'm saying, with T.I., this is a mudra. T.I. is doing his hand like that in Urban Legend. So when you see me doing like this on videos and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing mudras. I'm not throwing gang signs or whatever case may be, or it's a side effect of still connecting that. It's still kind of, what I'm saying, putting the fingers together like George Burns. When you look those hand gestures up, they're actually um, mudras. So let's go into this real quick. Okay, so in this dream, one second here. Let me kind of get it in context. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just read a section of this, and then we'll go into the interpretation. Of course, I got individuals permission to kind of read this little snippet or what have you. So as I reflect on my childhood, I vividly recall witnessing my mother meticulously assemble a 1,000 piece puzzle. Her dedication and perseverance unwavering as she methodically sorted and placed each piece. Upon entering the room, I noticed that a quarter of the puzzle was already complete, with my mother discerningly selecting pieces based on the subtle differences that escaped my young eyes. As our gazes met, she smiled warmly, acknowledging my presence without interrupting her task. For 45 minutes, I sat beside her, mesmerized by her focus, until she finally set the puzzle aside and invited me to join her for dinner. Okay, so that's the little snippet of, just to kind of give it its proper context or whatever. That's the event. Now, this is from this individual's childhood. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, the whole notion when we get into this mind frame or whatever, we're thinking of things from a perspective of themes. So when we get into the theme of, putting a puzzle together, 1,000 piece puzzle and stuff like that, if anybody's familiar with any esoteric fraternities or anything of that nature, secret societies, what have you, of that nature, um, the whole progression of it's one large puzzle that you have to put together, and it's different pieces of it. You see what I'm saying? For the different associations. So that's a part of the correlation right there. So let's see here. Okay, so this dream appears to be a powerful symbol of order, patience, and the transmission of wisdom. In dream psychology, a mother often represents nurturing, guidance, or the inner architect of one's life, and a 1,000 piece puzzle serves as a metaphor for a complex life situation or a grand vision. Okay, so, and it's interesting, when we always, this role that the woman is put in this scenario or whatever, because it's kind of like a woman exercising both natures, in the sense of intellectual exercise as far as putting a puzzle together. You see what I'm saying? Women are known for being more emotional than logical. So with this, in this capacity, she's using her logical ability as well as simultaneously using her mothering ability to nurture a child, even though it may be intellectual. So that's another interesting part of this. Again, we're viewing this from a perspective of themes and things at play. The patterns or the situations and circumstances are unfoldings of particular themes at work. So So, key symbolic elements. The thousand-piece puzzle represents a significant complex life challenge or a long-term goal. The fact that it is a large number suggests you are viewing a situation as a big picture that requires many small, correctly placed steps to resolve. So yeah, like I said, how can I really say it? Being a part of different organizations gives you a little piece of a particular puzzle. And over time, you, through various pieces of the puzzle sewn together through those affiliations, you get a bigger picture or whatever it's saying. This is this individual as a child. And I know this individual personally, it kind of mirrors their life as an adult. You see what I'm saying? um, or actually as an older man, really. You see what I'm saying? So a quarter complete. This indicates that the foundation of this life phase or project is already set. You aren't starting from scratch. There is already progress in a clear direction established, right? So it's a direction in your life that's already been kind of established. The mother's perspective, her ability to see subtle differences that escape your young eyes, symbolize inherited wisdom or the need to look closer at a problem. Now, inherited wisdom is interesting in the sense of when we're talking about, let's say, like secret societies or something like that, or esoteric fraternities or what have you, because most of them come with lineages, just like how you would have kung fu styles come with lineages and everything like that. If you talk to a reputable kung fu stylist or whatever case may be, he should be able to run down all the people in his lineage, all the relevant people in his lineage, all the masters in his lineage. It may be 10 of them, it may be 30 of them, but he should be able to run down most of the relevant names in his lineage back to the style's founder. It's a very similar thing in that regard. Let me see here. It suggests that while a situation may look overwhelming or uniform to you, there is a logic and pattern to it that can be mastered with experience and patience. The 45-minute observation, sitting and watching for 45 minutes signifies a period of learning and integration. You are absorbing her qualities of focus and perseverance rather than trying to rush the process yourself. So that's interesting. It's likening it to a um it's likening it to a college. You see what I'm saying? I would liken it to being in a school, having to kind of like submit yourself to a form of instruction for a structured duration of time or what have you. Let's see, the invitation to dinner, moving from the puzzle, work, problem solving to dinner, nourishment, connection, represents a healthy balance from labor to refreshment. If some people understand what I'm saying, it suggests that once the work of the mind is handled with dedication, there is a reward of emotional fulfillment and stability. So even this act of kind of putting together this puzzle and everything like that as a kid, you see what I'm saying? Um, this shows how this is mirrored in this individual's life in a different kind of way, but still in a similar way as far as their affiliations in their adult life. Um, this dream may be telling you that a complex situation in your waking life is being handled or needs to be handled with meticulous calm. If you are feeling overwhelmed, your subconscious is using the image of your mother to remind you that even the most daunting 1,000-piece problems are solved one piece at a time through discernment and stable unwavering in your focus. It can also reflect a deep respect for the way you were raised, seeing your mother as a model for how to navigate the pieces of life with grace and precision. You see what I'm saying? And your mother could be an archetype for a particular um, person with particular qualities and everything of that nature. But yeah, that was, I found that to be an interesting piece. It corresponds with the person's life, and the person was saying that putting together puzzles and stuff like that was a um, activity that kind of brought the family together over time. They would have nights like that where they just put together puzzles. So this experience of putting together the puzzle with his mom was a family type thing or whatever that brought the group together. Very similar to the thing of, let's say, like fraternities and things of that nature or whatever coming together to in the context of, let's say, esoteric fraternities coming together to put puzzles together, the puzzle of existence, the puzzle of esoteric knowledge. So that's an interesting correlation or whatever have you. Again, in these videos, Ether demonstrated what we're doing is we're taking waking situations and we're interpreting them as if they were dreams or what have you. And what we expose is there is a literal layer to reality, what we've been seeing, and there is a thematic layer to reality that's underneath the literal layer and everything like that. And what we endeavor to do with a lot of this material, it causes a third perspective to emerge, where if you don't even know the particular meaning at the time, whatever, you know that you're aware that there is some other meaning, or you have access to some other layer of information there or what have you. So um that's pretty much what I had for today. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep moving along with the Ether demonstrated. We're gonna keep, doing more of them. Like I say, it's a method of finding the um divine or the um I don't know, intricate within the mundane. You see what I'm saying? So as you can see, we take a small sketch of something and it unpacks it. And once we get into that thematic layer, it unpacks it into a larger picture. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you like what you've been hearing, like and subscribe. And just like that, I've spoken.